And welcome back to Pokemon Platinum. On the last episode, we went through the cycling road and caught a new Pokemon, Nightmare, which is a Ponyta, which made me really happy. Either way, we're going to continue on a little bit further now to hopefully get to the place called the Wayward Cave today. Also, since it's daytime, I'm trying to really evolve my Badoo, so that's who you're probably going to see most of the action with today. I love as soon as I finish a statement, I run into a wild Pokemon. But either way, the rest of Route 206, I believe this is called, is broken up into two really paths, one to the left and right, each contain trainers. And speaking of trainers, well, that guy is just saying there are two entrances to the Wayward Cave here. I will show you where both of them are at one point. Yay for fighting random Glygars. Anyway, there's an item of... So, after two random Glygars, we get an item, a Super Repel, which actually is not going to be useful anytime soon, but has same rules to the other Repels, and it looks like we have a hiker here who wants to battle us. Whoa, I startled you, even though you're the one who approached... anyway, not important. If I know a hiker, they'll probably have... Yes, Onyx. This should be very easy for Rosie to handle. Now I'm hoping this might be pretty much enough to make Rosie happy enough to go, "We evolve!" I hope to God that's the case, but if not, Rosie's going to get quite a bit of action for this battle at least. Especially since Mega Drain will completely trounce any, like, Onyx or Geodudes that a Hiker tends to send out, and that's really all the hikers tend to have, but that's okay. Let me see. Yep, two Onyxes. Why would you hold two I never understood why trainers like using the... I mean, I have no choice because this is Nuzlock if I happen to find another Pokemon I have to do it, but... besides that, I never really understood why these trainers had so many copies of Pokemon, but... I guess if they're just catching Pokemon near their area, it would make most sense, so... Come on, let that have been enough to level you up, Rosie. Please, please, please? Nope, not yet. Rosie, how much do you like me? I think I see one heart there. Yeah, I see one heart. I don't know how many hearts it actually needs, but since it's daytime, oh, screw it, I'll keep this battle in. Because it's daytime... Wow, with the Machop. Because it's daytime, I'm gonna probably focus on getting Rosie, because I love Badoo. Badoo's actually pretty strong, surprisingly, for a baby Pokemon, but I really want that Roselia by now. It would just be nice to have. And this Machop's really not going to scare me because all I'm going to do is do a couple. Badoo's one of those Pokemon that only evolves during the daytime. So, even if it means Rosie has to gain a couple more levels than the others for a little while, that's okay. Okay, this Machop just wasted 2 moves using Focus Energy then Foresight. I would use at least like a low kick or something. I know it wouldn't do much against... I think Poison, because that's what Badoo's other type is, but maybe it could, you never know. Either way, the point is, I want Rosie to evolve. So I'm hoping that doing lots of battles with Rosie here will help that out. Okay, up there is one entrance to the Wayward Cave, but for all purposes, I'm looking for a different entrance. I must say, I have never seen this many, Glygars in one place before, but... What?! Still no evolution for Rosie, even though she leveled up again. Now, somewhere around here, I'm gonna get off my bike here. Under this bridge is where the entrance to the Wayward Cave is. It might not be this area, and I might be in the wrong one. It might be a little further down. There it is. Alright, so if you just go a little bit further, you'll go to another section of the Wayward Cave, which actually... is very dark, and I prepared ahead of time for this and taught Bugsby Flash, and with Flash it lights up dark areas like this, makes things a lot easier, and with that we can see... Why am I still on my bike? Get off bike please, thank you. And with that we can explore a little bit more of the Wayward Cave, and as you can see there are some bike paths here, so we actually do need the bike in the fast gear to get through some of the obstacles. Oh, but first, here's our new Pokemon. Our new Pokemon is a Bronzor. I was kind of hoping it might be a Gibble since they're found in the bottom here, but you know what? A Bronzor works just as well, so... we're gonna go ahead and catch it. Actually, I shouldn't really need to raise Rosie too much anymore, because... Actually, that's probably who's gonna replace Rosie, especially since I need a good tank in my party. Why did I pick Staravia? Well, that's okay, actually, because Bronzor has a lot of moves that really are meant to, what am I trying to say? Are really meant to just, besides confusion, most of Bronzor's moves are just meant to... Wow, I really can't think right now. Meant to slow down the opponent, so they would put to sleep, they would use Imprison to lock abilities, they'll do stuff like that. But my main purpose here is just to catch this Bronzor, and its special attack isn't too bad, but you know what? It's nice to have a wall in a Nuzlock challenge, and honestly, I don't mind having Bronzor, so... we will explore the bottom of this cave once we get out of this battle and hopefully stop being confused and everything else and asleep and just attack the dang thing one more time. Kazooie, just please wake up! But you know what? Having a Steel Psychic is not a bad thing at all. Steel Psychic equal good. Okay, Kazooie at least woke up. Please don't... Oh, come on, Kazooie. Just stop it. Come on, Kazooie, you can do it. Just attack it. Please. Please? Thank you. Alright, that should bring it down to about enough. God, this... Okay, that's okay. Let's just use a super potion. By the way, when I turned off the game, I went and got a ton more super potions to anticipate this cave. But, yeah. I might evolve Badoo for the heck of it, since I'm in here. Actually, no, I probably won't, because... I'll try to catch it with a Premier Ball, since it's probably going to be my party for most of the time, so... Come on, catch it. I'd like to have something come out in a Premier Ball. Cool! Gotcha, so now we have Bronzor, and let's see, Bronzor's actually a Steel Psychic, which is a really good combination and a very defensive Pokemon, so... researchers believe this Pokemon reflected like a mirror in the distant past. Okay. Wonder what I can call it. If it's supposed to be like a mirror, maybe I should call it, if it was an old mirror, might as well be called Twinkle, which I know sounds really weird, but, yeah, Twinkle. No, I don't like Twinkle, actually. What should we name this Bronzor? Maybe Twinkle will actually work. Yeah, Twinkle. No, Twilight. But I don't want to name it after a stupid book. I shouldn't say stupid book. Oh, actually, I really don't like the Twilight series, so yeah, I'm naming it Twinkle for some odd reason. By the way, now that I have that Bronzor, I don't need to evolve Badoo, so we're gonna switch Rosie out with Nightmare so I can start raising the Ponyta. Because right now, Ponyta is my weakest Pokemon. Geno got a little hurt from a few battles before, so I'm just gonna recover Geno, most of its HP. And we're going to continue exploring this bottom half of the cave, which I don't think is going to contain a ton. I hate going up. There we go. But even still, we might find a couple of things that we can use and pick up. Anyway, there will be a lot of places you can actually... Let me switch gears. You can access with the bike here. So that means if you... Wow, that actually kind of sucked. Huh. That was kind of weird. I mean, well, I might be running into a lot of wild Pokemon here, because, oh my god. I will eventually get somewhere, it's just I might be doing a lot of cutting here because of all the wild battles I happen to get into. Especially with caves and stuff, it's very hard. It's very hard to avoid Pokemon in a cave, so... Okay, I'm not going to have even a lot of time to talk because of how many battles I'm going to get into, but that's okay. Yes, see, if you do that, you get to this item over here, which happens to be a max ether, however you want to say it, and those are actually really good. Yay for having a Gible to level up Nightmare and Geno, but either way, if we continue... Oh, I really screwed that up. Oh well. Need to go back. Yeah, one thing, if you run into Gibbles down here, don't let him use Dragon Rage. That will pretty much take down almost any Pokemon at this level. I was just lucky that Prinplup had more than 40 HP, because that's how much it does. Anyway, that's the only item you can find down here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna exit the cave and go to... You know what, screw it, I'm leaving this battle in, and going to the actual entrance of the cave, which was on the other side. And that won't take too long. I figured this episode would be about exploring the Wayward Cave, because it's not too big of a place, but you can actually get quite a few good items from it, and yeah. You're seeing Nightmare in action, because he's gonna cause nightmares to anybody that comes in his way. Anyway, so, yeah, it's really not... Wayward Cave is an optional place, you don't have to go to it, but with having Pokemon like Bronzor, Onix, Geodude, and Gibble, this is actually the only place you can find Gibbles. This is actually a really good place to train and do other things. Oops. I feel like I've been lost in this cave forever! But anyway, we're gonna try to exit. I'll probably run into like 5 million other wild ones. I'm gonna keep this in too, because I really haven't done too much talking. I'll pretty much stop recording once I get out and into the next section of the Wayward Cave, and that's where I'm gonna stop for this one. But yeah, Wayward Cave's pretty nice. It has some pretty nice Pokemon in the upper area. There's a ton of trainers, and there's also... Ooh, Astonish scares me. Okay, that didn't do as much as I thought it was going to. But yeah. The other entrance has another kind of trainer you can team up with. It also has a lot of good items in there, so I'd recommend actually exploring it fully. It can be a little tough to explore it sometimes because of all the random encounters, and really this bottom area is very hard to get through without flash because of how much the cave is dark. But with that, we will change gears and ride slowly over to the actual entrance, which is up here. And actually, I have about another 5 minutes left of recording. Once again, we'll have Buzzbee use Flash to light the cave. And I believe... I'm trying to figure out where I am right now. Yes. Now that we've lit the way, the first thing you should do when you're in this cave... since you've already caught a Pokemon on the bottom floor, none of the Pokemon are going to count, but is try to get to the southeast corner. And actually, you need Rock Smash here to get, so Bugsbee is actually really useful to us here. Because both Flash and... Well, actually, Bugsbee is our HM Slay, because I don't really plan on using Bugsbee that much. I swear, Confuse Ray seems to be the bane of my existence. They keep end up making me have to use Super Potions in the battles afterwards in order to actually get through. But yeah, do whatever you can to get to the southeast corner, because then you'll meet another trainer there. I have to say, this cave is the first place I've actually had to start running away from Pokemon, because these Bronzors keep using the annoying Hypnosis, and then... No, I'm just going to talk a little bit more. The Bronzors in this cave seem to like to use Hypnosis plus Confuse Ray and pretty much make Nightmare have a tough time getting through these guys. So, and I've never really had to do this much cutting, so I'm trying to make this so it is 20 minutes or around there. But God knows if I'm actually going to be able to do that or not. Hopefully I'll be able to. Yeah, this Geodude's going to go down easy with Bubble Beam. The one problem about exploring this cave fully sometimes, until you find the trainer that we're looking for, it's kind of tough to get through. Particularly because of how many wild Pokemon you tend to run into and everything else, and all the PP you have to use. But yeah, let's continue. And this area becomes much easier to maneuver with Rock Smash. Trust me, you're gonna want Rock Smash with you. Alright, so I will go till my last battle and then show that and quit recording. But we're almost... It'll take a little bit to get to the southeast, but probably on our next episode we will explore the rest of this cave and find the trainer in here and grab a a ton of goodies. So, as you can see, Nightmare going to kick the ass of this Bronzor by using 5 million flame wheels on it, which flame wheel, I really like the animation of it. It's really cool. When I originally saw a, Cyndaquil, Quilava using it back, like, in, Gold and Silver, I thought it was so cool. But anyway, with that Bronzor's death, and Nightmare getting enough experience to level up. So, with Nightmare being on level 19, this, we will end this here, and on our next episode, we will continue exploring this cave. So, this is Legendary China.